There we go. We are live. Welcome everybody. My name is Tara and I'm your wellness coach. And today we're going to be talking about herpes IgG testing. What type of test should you get when you are trying to prepare for this detox? And I don't want to speak for everybody's detox because everyone has their own way of going about things, their own way of doing things. And here we use the herpes IgG test throughout the detox protocol. Okay, so what you need to do is when you get started with protocol, you want to get tested as soon as possible, right when starting the protocol or right before starting the protocol. Okay. And then on these results, you're going to have some numbers, and these are antibodies. Okay, this is your antibody count. Your antibody count correlates to the amount or your viral load. Okay, so you get tested when you get started, and then you're going to retest every 30 days. And this is very, very important. So don't slip up on this. You get tested every 30 days. It doesn't matter if you cheated. It doesn't matter what happened. You want to continue getting tested every 30 days so that you can monitor how your body is taking to the detox. If there's any changes that you need to make, are you progressing nicely? Did you regress? So that's why we get tested every 30 days. You're not testing to look for a negative. You're testing to see how well you are doing because you want to see these numbers coming down. And if the numbers are not coming down, that means we need to reevaluate what you have been doing to see if there are any errors. So most of the time, people are looking for errors in just what they're eating. They're like, well, I've been following everything. I'm eating everything correctly. But they're not taking into consideration their environment. They're not considering that they've been combing their daughter's hair and they had their hands all in a full, product jar of product. They're not considering that they're still cooking meals for their family and they're tasting the food that they cook for their family. They're not thinking about when they go to a restroom or to Walmart and they use a hand sanitizer at Walmart instead of having their own hand sanitizer that is protocol friendly. Okay, so when you get tested again, it lets you know, okay, let me rethink about the things that I've been doing and see if there's any mistakes I've made, or it's like, okay, great, keep up the good work. Everything's moving along nicely. So what I want to address is whether or not you should be going to different places every time you got to get tested. So I'm going to be the one to say, no, you don't need to do that. And I actually recommend against doing that. And it's mostly because I actually take clients. I actually work with people. And when you reach out to me, you're reaching out to me. Okay, so by me doing that, I'm very hands-on in the experiences that people have doing my detox when they're in communication with me. I mean, not everybody is going to be in communication with me. Some people are going to still try to do it on their own, just following the information and never ever reach out. But for the people who do actually reach out, which is a whole lot of them, I know how things are going for my protocol. We've been doing this since 2016 is when I got started. 2019 is when we started helping folks with HSV. And people have been successful ever since. And those results that they achieved are sticking. They're back eating what it is that they want to eat. And the results, the success they achieved on a detox is sticking. So if you want to see more of those testimonials, I have them posted up on my Instagram at Tara's Detox. I'm in the link tree. On my Instagram, there's a link that has all of my links, and you'll be able to find my hidden testimonials that I couldn't put on my website because they said that I was doing too much. So I had to take it down, and I just have a private link that's on my Instagram where you can view before and after results, and it's also in my highlights on Instagram where you can view people's results and what they had to say about my products and the things that I'm doing. Okay, all right, so you should not go to different facilities, and this is why. Okay, and also the people, some of the people I've seen telling y'all to go to different facilities do not accept clients. Like, they don't have clients, they don't have a full protocol published for you to just go and get the full plan, or they might have that full plan published, but there's no way that you can actually get help while you're doing the protocol. You might be able to send an email, but who knows if you're reaching out to them or what, because some of the things that they're saying, I'm like, that's not what people are experiencing at all when they're doing my protocol. So for example, people don't have the worst outbreak that they're ever going to have in their life when they do my protocol. You are not going to have a really big, terrible outbreak on my protocol. It's just not going to happen unless you decide to go and cheat with one of the forbidden foods for people with HSV, which is going to be nuts and seeds, then you could possibly have a bad outbreak, or you just might get a minor outbreak. But no one is having the worst outbreaks of their life on my protocol. That's just not happening. Okay. But the thing I really want to address, what we're here today to talk about, is the IgG testing. So there's a few different scales for IgG testing. Okay. Most people on their scale, it'll say negative is anything under 0.91. Okay, but there are different scales. So let's say that your results say that you need to be under a 200 in order to be negative. So that means that the numbers, the testing numbers on your results are going to be much higher than had you got that test that says negative under 0.91. Okay. If you're going to different facilities, there's a chance that you will receive different tests that have different scales, and those numbers are not going to correlate with each other, okay? Because there are different scales. There are different groups of numbers. There's some tests where your numbers will be in the thousands, okay? And there's some tests where your numbers will be in the hundreds, and there's another test where your numbers are going to be in the tens or lower. 70, 60, 50, or down to even a 3 or a 5, which is the most common test. But sometimes people will contact me and they have gotten one of these other tests that does not match their other results at all. It's just way off track because they're using a different scale. So the reason why people are telling y'all to go to different facilities, they're saying that they'll probably just give you the same one of your old tests instead of testing you again. But I want to say that that is not a company-wide thing. That is a person having a bad day. That is a person that is choosing not to test you. It's not something that is standard or that everyone is doing. Every now and then, I would say maybe about 3 times a year, somebody will tell me that the facility did not retest them, that they just gave them one of their old results. This is so rare that it happens that it doesn't make sense for you to be trying to go around to different facilities, running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Well, I already went there before. I already went there before. What if you live in a small town? These people have y'all driving to the next city, driving to the next state, going around looking for different places to get tested, and it's unnecessary. If you are following my protocol, please do not go around to different facilities, because you might end up with a test that has a different scale. And as soon as you see that your results are now in way higher than what they previously were, you're freaking out. And you're like, I don't know what the hell is going on. But then you might also be too embarrassed or shy to actually reach out to me and let me take a look at your test so that I can help you see, is this a different scale, or did your numbers really jump up 50 points or 20 points or something crazy like what people show me? Okay, so no, we are not going around to different places to get tested. Now, let me talk about this. Some people are like, okay, well, I go to the VA hospital, or I have really good insurance and I could just get tested for free. Well, the thing is, you are not going to be able to go to your doctor over and over and over again to get tested. Once your doctor finds that you are positive for HSV, they are going to take that positive. They might test you one more time to confirm that it's positive, but that's it. They will not test you anymore, because they already know. If you come to them asking about numbers, antibody counts, if you say these words, these are like trigger words for them, okay? Numbers, antibody count, viral load, okay? If you say any of those type of terms to your doctor's like, oh, you're trying to do one of those detox things on the internet. So they will say things to you like, I don't really know what you're talking about. We don't have numbers on our results. We just give a positive or a negative, which a lot of offices, doctor's office do. They will only give you a positive, negative, but they're not going to actually give you the numbers on the results. Or if you live in Canada, the numbers are not going to be on your results. In some places in the Caribbean, the numbers won't be there. It'll just say positive or negative, okay? So it's a little different doing the detox in those places, because you're going to be going back to the doctor and it might repeatedly say positive, 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 but you stick at it doing the right things, double checking that you are doing the right things, make sure that you have all the information, and then you will see that negative on those results once you are actually negative, okay? So let's see, did I go over everything as far as the testing? Okay, next thing, you want to make sure that you are getting a herpes IgG test, not and IgM. IgMs is the very first antibody that it's like the first responder of antibodies that will come out and, go through your body seeking the virus to see if it can try to, get rid of it before it takes root into your body. Okay, it's called an IgM. It's the first responder. It takes your body some time to build up IgGs. You're not going to be immediately positive for IgGs, but it's a good chance that you'll have IgMs pretty soon after infection, okay? All right, so your IgMs are naturally going to decrease to negative over time as your body learns the virus and starts to build IgGs. So IgM is going to be negative eventually anyways. So we monitor IgGs. IgGs is what stays with you for the duration, the time that you have the virus present in your body. You will have those IgGs, antibodies, which is your immune system. Sometimes people say things like, oh, you're just killing antibodies. Well, you can't kill antibodies. Your antibodies is your immune system. The foods, good nutritious foods that you eat helps your body to create antibodies. It's not killing your antibodies. If you eat a junk food diet and you never eat any real food, all you're eating is like candy bars, chips, soda, frozen food section, takeout food, then your body may not have enough nutrients for you to even create antibodies. So then some people might be positive for HSV, get hella outbreaks. HSV stands for herpes, okay? Not HPV. So you might get hella outbreaks. You might always have viral activity, lots of vibration sensations around your body, acne, and that's all because you don't have any nutrition in your diet for your body to be able to create antibodies. So your body takes the nutrients from your food, the minerals, the vitamins, the nutrients, okay, the phytochemicals, all of that, and that's the recipe for it creating the things that it needs to function. So if you don't eat enough healthy foods, then you don't have enough ingredients in your body for your body to create the different hormones and things that it needs for it to function properly. All right, and that includes creating antibodies. So people like this tend to get sick more frequently, okay? And they may always have a little something going on with them, and they have poor health. They also have a negative herpes IgG test because they're not producing, their immune system is not working properly to produce antibodies to help you keep the virus in control and in check. Okay, so no, we're not killing off antibodies. That's not what's happening. Your body will only put out the amount of antibodies that you need to keep the amount of virus you have in your body under control. Okay, so the less virus you got in your body, the less antibodies needs to be created. So your antibody count will go down over time. That's how that works. Okay, so another thing, if you are feeling bad, let's say you have headaches, constipation, nausea, diarrhea, just don't feel right, okay? Those things, that's not something that you need to suffer through while you're detoxing. A lot of people assume, oh man, my stomach was just hurting so bad, or I just couldn't keep my food down, so I just quit. Why not reach out to me? You spent your money on supplies, you put your effort into it, you made this plan, you decided to act on it, but now that you're getting headaches or you're constipated or you have diarrhea, now you want to quit. Instead of reaching out to me to say, hey, Tara, I'm feeling this way. What can I do to stop it? You are not supposed to be feeling bad, okay? You can feel bad. That's possible. There's Herxheimer's reaction. There's different things going on, but that doesn't mean that we suffer through it. We use home remedies to mitigate it, to make those things stop so that we can have a peaceful detox, so that we can have a successful detox, so that we can get rid of the things that we're trying to correct sooner than later. So the average time on the detox for anything you're detoxing is going to be 2 to 6 months. This is a full body cleanse. So no matter what it is that you're dealing with, this detox will address it. There may be some things that we might have to alter a little bit. Like, okay, you're going to do a little bit of this. You're going to do a little less of that. We might have to alter some things depending on the full scope of what's going on in your body. So for that, I recommend you get a wellness consultation with me so that we can have a plan of action and you know exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so I have the herpes IgG test linked in the description of this video. So go and get tested ASAP so you can know your number, know where you stand, and then you're going to get tested every 30 days to monitor your progress. Also, I want to let you guys with herpes know, do not eat nuts and seeds. Grains, nuts, and seeds are a no for you. Okay, so that's going to be a no-go. No grains, no nuts, and no seeds because they're all higher in arginine than lysine. If you need to know more information about how the herpes virus works, if you want to figure out why it is that you are having so many outbreaks, then text the word video by itself, just video, to 404-737-1371, and my video playlist will be sent directly to you with the very, very important information that everyone who has herpes needs to know. Whether you get outbreaks or not, you need to know this information. So go ahead and text the word video by itself to 404-737-1371. And I just want to remind you guys to keep your head up. Things are going to get better for you because you are actually seeking the knowledge to make things better for you. All you got to do is follow through. Stay diligent in studying, researching. Follow up with me if you need to. If you want to just get to the bottom of it, you can just contact me and we can get to the bottom of your situation and craft that plan for you when you are ready to move forward. I'm interested in helping people who are serious, not curious, who want to actually make a change in their life, who's not full of excuses as to why they can't change, but who are like, okay, I'm ready to change. I'm tired of being sick and tired, and I'm ready to change my life. Okay? So I'm going to see you guys later in the next video. We are having Q&A day today at 5 p.m. right here on YouTube. So make sure you join the free community so you can get notifications for that and so you can submit your questions to me. I have the link to my community in the description below. Make sure you download the app and turn your notifications on so you can get invites to any of my free events that I have and to get information, because that's what this is about, information share. All right, so I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Everybody stay optimistic, stay prayed up, and stay ready. Okay, so you never have to get ready. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.